Hey, yo, what's going on? What's going on? This match was Hendo. I hate that little clock to start off everything. I hate that clock. It forces me to get ready. And I don't like to get ready, but I guess I better get ready. What's going on out there? How everybody feeling? How was your weekend? You want to speak on it? Speak on it. You don't? I don't know what to tell you. Let me know if I'm too loud or if I'm too. Can you see me? I don't know. Maybe I should do a quick check. Matter of fact, I will. Well, that seemed to be working over here. Let me check over here. Yeah, it seemed to be working over here too. Let me get out of here. Sorry for the. And here we go. We got somebody in the chat. How much we betting today? How much are we betting today? Am I too loud though? Either I'm too loud, you can't see me, or good old kick spam. Let's see what's going on. There you go. I mean, this is what they do. I guess this is how they make their money. I just don't quite understand it all the way. Get that shit out of here. So how was people weekend? Mine was kind of shitty because I'm in Wisconsin and it was so damn cold. I just been cold for the last 3 days. I mean, cold to that kind of cold that hit your bones. If you from the Midwest or something like that, in the upper part of it, man, you know what I'm saying. That it is frigid up here right now. It don't make you want to do nothing. Go where you supposed to go, and then take your ass on home because that shit is crazy. So, for anybody that's in the stream, welcome to the stream. This is an adult stream. I'm not too much, you know what I'm saying, trying to target the younger folks, but if the younger folks are mature enough, shout out to younger folks. If you mature enough, you can step into the stream. You won't be kicked in like that, but please be on your best behavior. That's the only thing I can ask, from everybody. And it's a Q&A stream. Anytime you see me in this format, it's Q&A. Now, I do play video games, but it's only for so long I can play them. They get on my nerves. Not all of them, though. But if for so long, I can play the video games, and then I just gotta turn it off. I just can't keep playing video games. But that being said, let's start this thing out. Before we start, let's get all the way into it. Check the schedule for streaming dates and times. Now, I'm usually on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at around 7 o'clock. I think I'm on time today for once. I'm usually a couple minutes late, but I'm here. But I'm thinking about moving it to 6 o'clock. I will let that be known. Let that be known to you go to Twitch or something, you look at it, or you can just listen to what I'm saying right now. Anyway, if you like the stream, and right now we are broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. If you like the stream, throw a follow, subscribe, and on Kick, I don't even know what the hell you do. Kick it. Just kick it. Put it on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for no donations or anything like that. I'm just out here trying to entertain the people. Well, I shouldn't say entertain. Maybe educate or debate with what or debate with anybody about anything. And you probably wonder how that's gonna go down. Well, it's simple. Oh shit! Just in case I hope she saw that too, dog. But this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna throw out some questions. Now today I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna throw out some light ones, but they increasingly gonna get harder. Okay. Questions is about life. Simple as that. Now, if you want to respond to it, you can respond in the chat. But if you want to, let's say, debate me on my answer, well, I got something for that too. You know, you can send me an email. Actually, don't send me your email. I prefer you just make up an email, send it over to me, and I put you on the screen. We're gonna divide this bitch in half. Long as you got enough sense to like sit down with your phone and don't be walking around. I don't want to. I might even talk to some people that's laying in the bed, but you got to be a female. I'm not talking to no male laying in his bed. That's not happening. And, we could debate or whatever, but like I said, please be respectful and please be respectful. Shit. This is a freestyle. I only can set it up so much. Trust me on that. All right. Got that shit out the way. What we going with? We'll start off with a little bit of news. I like to start talking about sports because I'm into it a little bit. Of course, I'm from Wisconsin. It's Packer Nation up here. And they went to Denver and act like they wanted to win and got their ass ran up off the field by a real team. I think Denver was 11-2 before we even walked up in there. We walked in there like our booty didn't stink, but shit, that's what it smelled like in the air. Simple as that. But they lost, and I'm kind of cool with that because Packers was getting kind of hot, and I just needed them to like, okay, they might be. I think they won like 3 or 4 in a row, so they probably was getting a little big headed and something like that. I heard Michael Parsons went out and all that other shit like that. I watched what's his Christian Watson receiver, whatever. But yep. And then it really didn't do us no favor because then Shedeur Sanders went over to Chicago, and we just beat Chicago last week, and Shedeur laid a fucking goose egg. Now I heard some shit that he had like the wrong plays on or something like that. I'm not sure about that, but he had the wrong plays on his wrist or something. Boy, I swear it's starting to seem more and more like sabotage, or maybe he ain't that good right now. I think he will be a good quarterback. I think he'd be a good quarterback, but that team offense sucks. Defense, great. I mean, they got Myles Garrett, whatever, and he's like, to me, better than who we got. What's his name? Michael Parsons. So, whatever. Keep it going. The Bucs lost to Brooklyn after beating the Celtics. Let that sit in. You're going to beat the Celtics at home, of course. They jumped on them. And then go to Brooklyn and get just swiped by, I don't even know, is Brooklyn good this year? We won't have a problem with Giannis. And that's the end of sports. On a sad note, though, I did see some things. I saw what I believe happened in Australia, and also in, if I'm correct, Providence, Rhode Island. I don't know what motherfuckers is doing right now. I don't know why people deciding they gonna load up and go into these public places and just start laying people down. That shit is crazy. I don't know who to blame it on, because I think the if I'm correct, the one that's in Rhode Island, he's still at large or something like that. They gonna catch him. We know that. But I'm interested to know what made you click like that. What I just don't understand that. See what's up in the chat. Well, we got Andrea in the building. What's going on with you, girl? You hear though? Yeah, but we was talking about yeah, that shit was crazy though. I mean, life is cheap. I hate to say that. Especially when you trying to walk in. I saw the video of that shit. I actually downloaded it and I was gonna play it on here, but I was just like, nah, that's a little too disrespectful. Not doing none of that. So what else? Boy, what's going on with your boy Trumpet? The trumpet is sounding. And once again, I just got to say this. How many felonies? Some places you can't even fucking in the United States. If you got so many felonies or something like that, motherfuckers won't even hire you for a job. But yet, motherfuckers voted this motherfucking for president. I heard about some shit that he got an oil tanker. I think it's from Venezuela or some shit like that. I don't know if y'all could process that fast enough, but if it's gonna be a war with Venezuela, well, he already done showed his hand. And this ain't battleship. He already secured an oil tanker. They ain't listening. Y'all not listening. And I'm just gonna end it with that. Besides the boats that he blew up in Venezuela, he got a real beef with Venezuela. And I'm gonna end that part with that. So, shit. Let's get into these questions. And I'm really being light on y'all today. I'm really gonna be light on y'all today. I'm not gonna go crazy. I want to make this shit easy. Mostly easy for myself, since the rules is I have to answer the question first. So I'll take a break on myself. That almost don't that don't that ain't almost it didn't sound right all the way. So let's start it off with the first question. Let's see what we got. Boom. Is life supposed to be enjoyable? Yeah. But let me double down on that. Life is supposed to be enjoyable. But these distractions, these weirdo ass people who you encounter with are the ones that make life unenjoyable. So I would suggest, you know what I'm saying, start tightening up your circle around people you could be around, because some of these miserable motherfuckers, boy, they want to take you down with them. And I can't go. Let me see what's going on. Chat. Andrea said yes, but it also have its lessons. I agree with that 100%. But when you think about it, the only reason why, and I agree with you 100%, but you said, but it also should have lessons. Only problem I got with that is, who decides you're supposed to go through these damn lessons? It's somebody saying, you know what, I'm gonna teach this motherfucker a lesson. Who the fuck gave you the right to think that you can teach me a lesson? But maybe I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I let it sit up there for a minute or less. Side note, Andrea, let me know if you're there. I gotta ask you a question. Life can teach lessons, man. I understand that. I got that. I got that. But you know what? I got a question for you later on. Don't worry, it's very appropriate. It's not misinappropriate. Well, whatever the fuck the word is, I ain't got time for all that shit. No, I got you. I got you. Let me finish this, and guess I'm just trying to keep you around. No, I ain't gonna forget it. I ain't gonna forget it. I'm not gonna forget it. Trust me. I'm not gonna forget it. Let's go ahead and get this shit out of here. Like I said, I'm keeping it light right now. Does hard work usually pay off? Me, I have to say yes. Because that's what got me where I'm at right now. And I know I'm not finished. But if you don't put in the work, then you might feel entitled. And that entitlement shit ain't gonna work in the workforce. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Work your ass off one time. I mean, wait till you at the end of your shit and you decide, you know what, for the next 6 months, I'm gonna work my ass off. Let's see what happened with that. I bet you get somewhere. I mean, you ain't gonna be in the same spot you in right now. Let's go. Not all the time. I'm where I want to be, but I don't want to work at all. Okay. I see what you're saying right there. You mean I'm where I want to be? You're not where you want to be, but you know what? Are you where you want to be? Okay. I don't know. It's one of them two, right? Some people don't get that. They don't get that chance to be where they want to be. I'm not where I want to be. I mean, I'm comfortable, but I'm really uncomfortable with the fact that I could be comfortable. I used to say that, you know, motherfuckers should be like, "Oh, you trying to compete with motherfuckers?" Like, motherfucker, unless you Puff Daddy, I ain't trying to compete with you. Now I have to take that statement all the way back. I don't want to be nothing like him. I'd rather just be comfortable now. Fuck that. Speaking of that, man, I ain't see the documentary yet, but I heard they drug his ass pretty good on that one. And 50 was sitting there like smiling. And then people had the nerve to ask, like, why would 50 Cent go so crazy on Puff like that? Or P. Diddy or whatever y'all want to call him. These motherfuckers been into it for what, a decade or so? A little bit more of a decade or so. It's been 50 had always been coming at his ass crazy. Always been coming at his crazy. Pause on that. But if you ask me, 50 showed him love on this shit. He showed him love because he waited till your trial was over. Now think about R. Kelly. He was about to go to court or on his way to jail, and motherfuckers, they just buried his ass, and he deserved it. Did he deserve it? But y'all got to remember what Diddy did, though. Watch some shit. I watched some shit today. I didn't watch the documentary yet. But y'all remember that he took 50's baby mama. He was messing with her. And now you got to think about it. And that's particular aim right there. That motherfucker says, you know what? He had to know that. And still went and got her. And from what I heard, it's all alleged. Took that motherfucker around the world and they ain't getting the plane. Basically, slutted her out. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's on somebody. So, 50 have a right to come back on. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, if you're going to come back on a motherfucker, or you going to play, oh, I'm just bigger than this situation. Dog took your baby mama and just mayonnaise her ass like crazy. I don't know. Let me see. Let's get back to the shit, though. I'm sorry, I got thrown off for a minute. Get this up out of here. Is failure bad or just feedback? I would say it's feedback. It's feedback that'll hurt your feelings, though. To know that you didn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, but it should be a stepping stone to now you have to switch it up and figure out ways to accomplish the goal. That's where I look at it. Let's see what we got up here. Andrea, I also agree and let you know what you can do better. No doubt. I let it sit for a minute. Wow. Well, really ain't got nothing to do but just sit here for a minute. But I'm not. Nobody want none. That's cool. We're gonna go to the next one. Is life fair in the long run? Is it fair in the long run? What the fuck? For me, it was, considering how I came out young, I guess angry, you could say that too. But I came out crazy. I wanted to fight everything. I whooped motherfuckers' ass. I got my ass whooped, but I just kept wanting to fight. But all of a sudden, things changed. And I know what made it change. It was stepping in these prisons, this prison system. I wasn't in prison. Prison. I said prison. No, I was the longest I did some time, the only time I did was 7 months. I'll say the longest. The only time I did 7 months in the house of correction or some shit like that. So I learned my lesson then. I'd rather be broke on the street than being up in a place like that. And I'm sitting up here dealing with these motherfuckers, listening to these motherfuckers, and they like, this is everyday shit. I'm there for 7 months. I watch motherfuckers leave and come back. So yeah, in the long run, for me to go from there to where I'm at right now, and don't get it fucked up now, I'm not rich or nothing like that, but I'm okay. And I never thought I'd be okay. So there's my answer. Let's see what's up in the cheesy. President. 7 months, not in prison. That wasn't even prison, man. That was like light shit. Very, very light shit. For what? I was in there for this year. Yeah, prison camp. You can call it a prison camp. I wouldn't be mad at that. Nah, I was just, that's how I solved all my problems back in the day. And you know, I'm 6'5". Back then I was probably 210 pounds or something like that. Hell, I'm only 215 right now. But put them hands on motherfuckers, but motherfuckers stopped do it. You know, the funny thing, let me tell you how one time I went to jail. One-on-one. Oh, yes, one-on-one. All the time. All the time. Beating with fists. Yeah, all the time. What do you? This is what was crazy. I was probably 18, 19 years old and was living in a duplex. And we stayed above this one motherfucker. I want to say his name, but I don't want to say his name. And this motherfucker, I wasn't there. I was at work or something like that. And then I came home and it was just a bunch of bullshit going. And the dude downstairs called my mother a bitch. I heard him. Yeah, I worked back then. Shit, man, I always kept the job. Always kept the job. But motherfucker, called my mother a bitch, and I heard him call it. So I, me, let's get it. Step down, dog. What did you say? Blah blah blah. Boom 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 boom. Rolled him up. Hey, and sat there. Neighbors call you mom. Yeah, motherfucking neighbor call my mom bitch. You're downstairs there. Yeah. Are you listening, Lo? Come on now, stay with me. Yeah, but disrespected the moms and boom boom. Put the hands on him, all that, and sat there and waited. Because I knew they called the police, and I sat there and waited for them to call the police because I thought I was right. That's how fucking dumb I was. Police pull up and shit and say, you know what? Yeah. He called the police on you. He said you assaulted him. Yeah, I said he called my mama a bitch. So, you know what I'm saying? I whooped his ass. You know, you can't be doing that type of shit out there. And like, yeah, it don't work like that in real life. I'm like, what? You going to jail for assault? Thought said she was not a bitch. Boy, don't play. Don't do that. But that's just a little story. since you asked the question. Let's go to the next one. I got you. Do most people want success? Yes, most people want success, and no, a lot of people just don't want to work for it. Simple as that. If you want success, you're gonna have to master the craft that you're in order to become successful in it. I don't know if that makes sense. The hell? Oh shit, I must be full. Let me see what we got. Hold on. See, there you go, dog. Look at him. All women are bitches. Would you say that about your own mother or your sister or your grandmother or something like that? You calling them bitches too? Would you say that? That's what he said. All women is bitches. I see what you said right here, though. It means women or what? You picking. I'm talking about you. Would you say your mother's a bitch? Would you say your sister's a bitch, your auntie, your grandmother was a bitch? That's what I'm asking. What does bitch mean? Give me your definition. I got my own definition. To be nasty to each other, to others, to be nasty. No, my mother didn't want none of that. I'm sure she had her bitch moments though. So I'm kind of seeing where you coming from. But at that case, you got men too that act like bitches. Would you agree with that? Lube, you tripping. You good though. You good. No, it ain't. You know what? It ain't typically just women. It's some men that act like bitches. But let me. Your ass is just unloading right now. Sometimes they feel and do. Okay. So let's say if I don't know if you got a girl. I don't even know if you're a girl or whatever. Let's say you walking with your significant other, right? And motherfucker just disrespect that motherfucker that you with. What you doing? Yeah, I don't know how. Get that lie loaded up and ready. Oh, this motherfucker autofocus in this shit. No, I ain't getting no response for that one. Oh, okay, then. Next question. Oh, here it comes. Oh, you waiting till I come on? Okay. What's the meaning of bitch? A woman, a girl, belligerent, unreasonable, malicious, controlling, aggressive, and dominant. That ain't the motherfucking question I asked you, though, Lou. A lobe or whatever. That ain't what I asked you. You didn't answer the question. Okay, so I'm gonna wait on you to answer the question. I'm gonna go to the next question on this motherfucker, though. We can get into all that shit you want to talk about, but if you got to at least answer the question, I'm gonna answer it. I don't know. Usually I answer it first. You heard? Back into this shit. Is motivation real or just momentum in disguise? It's real. You gotta be motivated to do something. Momentum means you done did it a couple times. You're growing in it. You're gaining momentum. Motivation. Wow. Wait a minute. Hold on. Motivation is real. It usually starts it off. It usually start off. Motivation start off momentum. Simple as that. So again, these is too fucking easy. That's the problem. It's too easy. I made it too easy. We got over here. I threatened to break a neighbor bones because his son punched my mom. I must have didn't read that right. Hold on, because I know I might be a little dyslexic, but shit. I threatened to break a neighbor's bones because his son punched my mom. It punched. Is it punched or punched? I don't know what the fuck punched is, but if it's punched, was he a baby? The punch your mom's? He wasn't no big motherfucker, was it? Let me know about that. Shit. If it happened, it was a teenager. Was you an adult? I'm sorry, if a teenager, if I was out with my mother right now, I was a teen too, and you let that walk, probably the smartest thing to do was to let it walk and then go ahead and threaten the motherfucker or something like that. That's probably the smartest thing to do, because if you would have whooped his ass, just like I decided to whoop somebody's ass that disrespected my mom's or something like that, I went to jail. So it's probably smarter that you did it like that. But I know me too. She didn't have a big injury. Yeah. See, I gotta go out. I'm kind of stuck in my older self right now. or any visible. I was not there when it happened. With me personally, shit. Back then, well, shit, motherfucker called my mama a bitch. Put her hands on him. Put your hands on my mama? Shit. That was just a fisticuff. Not much of one either. But yeah. Good thing you didn't do it. Good thing. I would do damage. Yeah, see, that's speaking in retrospect though. When you think about it, you'll do damage. How the fucking I know that. You saying it now, shit. Motherfucker would have did that. My shit is documented. Disrespect my mom's hands will fly on you. That's the difference. That's the only thing. But I'm still gonna say that was the smartest way to handle it though. That was the smartest way to handle it. It's just back then. Oh, you say, it's Andrea. See, I thought it was Lil. My fault, Andrea. My fault, Andrea. I was wrong. That was on me. I thought it because he was the only one talking, and then you just popped up. Yeah, say, okay, I see. My bad. I see it now. I got you. My bad. Yeah, we would have wrecked shit. I would have wrecked shit. All right, let's go to the next one. Hey, I like Loeb though. Loeb, all right. I don't know. Yeah. You need to change his name because you too close to lube, but I fuck with it. Is patience wisdom or the fear of making the wrong move? I think patience is experience. You just don't have patience right off the rip. It's something that you experience. And once you get the experience of it, then it could turn into fear of making a wrong move. I would say that. But I'm always rolling with experience over anything. Let's see what we got up here. I'll get back to you in a minute. No. Andrea says she don't have no patience. Ooh. I bet you don't. Did he get much injury or brain problems? What are you talking about, Lo? All right, Lo, we got to do a Q&A with you first of all. Where you from, Lo? You probably said it before, but we got to do an intervention with you right now. Where you from, dog? From your beatings. Okay. Let me know when you're ready to keep it a buck. I don't know where the fuck. Okay, you ain't gonna keep it a buck. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Then, man, you tripping right now. We're gonna keep it moving though. All right, let me see what you got. Oh my God. Did I try to knock him out? You still stuck on that, dog? We're gonna move on though, man. We don't want to something I did in my past. I don't want to keep reliving it. Yeah, I should have never brung it up. Does life reward good intentions? Yeah. Only because I believe in karma. I believe if you do good, you get good come to you. You do dirt, you get dirt. Simple as that. Try to do good in life. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to be out here being shady and shit, especially for a couple dollars. Don't even do it. Don't ever sell your soul for a couple dollars. I don't give a fuck really how much it is. Just don't ever sell your soul, man. But do more good than bad out here. Get rewarded in life. Here we go. What body damage? The body damage that he got is the one I gave him. Oh, it was more than one though. It was more than one. I was Mr. No talking with the shits. I asked a couple questions, and when I'm done asking questions, time to fight. Broken jaw, eye sockets, none of that. Nah, we ain't doing that shit. You know you ain't doing that either now. Get up out of here. Well, did you kick him when he was down? Hell yeah, I did. No doubt. I sure did. Stop asking me all these crazy ass questions, bro. Oh, girl, whatever you are. I don't know. I'm going to the next question because you wildin'. You asking better questions than me. Wait a minute. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. Loeb, you got the. You know what? You got the floor right now. No kicking when he down here. Shit. Put that motherfucker into the earth if I could. Back then, of course. Not now. Shit, I don't even think people fighting no more. What's against the in the head? No, not in the head. That's just no. You put enough hands on the motherfucker just for saying words, you're absolutely right. Back then, yeah. Shit, you might say the wrong thing to me right now, and I might. Well, I say some things, but I ain't finna be fighting. That is not a reason to beat up people. Well, it was back then. Shit, if you let a teen hit your mama, the motherfucker said something to my mama and I rolled on his ass. So what are you supposed to do? You said the motherfucker hit your mama, a teen, like you was a teen then. What's gonna make you go? And like I said, I'm not condoning violence. But sometimes though, what are you talking about? This is the reason what? That's not the reason we read that one. Only if you are a narcissist. I don't know about all that. I didn't see it happen. I don't. Yeah, back then I had to see shit, and I heard it. And don't talk about you didn't see it happen because you went and threatened somebody. What was you threatening for? Unless your mama was a real bitch and just told you a lie. I'm just asking the question. I'm not calling your mama a bitch. I didn't see what happened. Shit. I ain't got to see it. We'll talk about that later. She told you about it. And you didn't ride? Now, if you say, because somebody said words to my mother that I heard, it was just words, but somebody physically put their hands on your mom's, and your response is, I didn't see it. You didn't want no smoke. That's the only thing I'm getting. You didn't want no pressure. You might want to settle down, though. You got the floor though, man. And this is what this shit is created for. He want to have his back and forth, and I'm with all the back and forth shit. But I say crank it up a notch. Drop that email. Let me send you an invite. Come up on here and let's talk about it face to face. Because you can see mine. Can't see yours. My response was calling his stepdad and said I would break his bones if it happened again. See, this shit only happened once. We don't do again. I don't do again. Well, back then, I should say that. I'm not like that right now. And all the windows in his house. So you gonna harm the house. that was funny as a motherfucker. You gonna harm the house, huh? You gonna beat up the house? Shit, you have at that shit, man. You have at that house. Cause that shit made with wood and steel and nails. Flesh is a little bit easier to punch, even though it got bones reinforcing it. But still, whew, you are funny as shit. I said, bust it out there. I'm gonna threaten you, and if it happens again, you're gonna tear the house down, huh? With your bare knuckles. It'd make sense if you had a bulldozer and they had to be in it. But woo, starting with that, man. Nah, we ain't gonna start with that. Let's start with that. Imagine what I'd do if a motherfucker put their hands. Well, like I said, I gotta keep the shit in the way it need to be. Back then, what I would have did to a motherfucker. Now, can't do it. You know what I'm saying? That was young. This is older me. And it's like, nah, we ain't doing that at all. Now you gotta swallow the shit. Pause. You never beat anyone? Oh, you was the biggest coward. Oh, then say that then, man. Shit. Say that. It's okay, but as a coward, self-proclaimed, you shouldn't be threatening people or their houses, especially their house. Don't threaten the house. Let the house live. Get the person. Let the house be there. You might buy it or move into it later or need it for something else. Oh, you out of here. You are crazy, dog. I like that in you, though. Definitely like that. Is Andrea still in here? Because I still got that question I want to ask. And Loeb, you can chime in on it too. I already know what your answer might be. I don't see if Andrea up in here. Well, I'm not gonna ask the question. Okay, yeah, you still in here. Good. Let me get this shit off the screen, though. All right, here's my question. You remember back in the day, motherfuckers used to stream a lot and stuff like that with this schedule and shit like that. But now that I'm trying to grow this shit, I don't want to do what other motherfuckers doing. And I kind of do. So I'm thinking of a time change when I start. The time change is going to be at 6 o'clock p.m. I can run it up to 7:30, 8 o'clock. But I don't want my stream just to be a random stream. I'm thinking like a show. And I got some ideas. Throw me some if you got some, you know what I'm saying, ideas or whatever. But this is going to be I'm thinking it should be a fucking show. I mean, have the option to run it longer or something like that, but there's other things that I need to pursue, and I totally forgot about. What a load. What is you talking about, load? What type? I don't want to say I'm on stream. Don't want to say I'm on stream, but I got some ideas. But I'm thinking it's more of a show, a little less streaming time, and more focus on content creation, stuff like that. Right now, I'm doing. You can go on YouTube, and check it out, my shorts or whatever. Or you can go on to TikTok, check it out. Fuck Instagram, fuck Facebook. I'm not doing nothing on them. And it's just like promoting the shit. More time on promotion, and then do the stream, but do the stream like, okay, this is the hours. I might run it longer, might not, but I'm just thinking, start with that and then create around that. That's my idea. Maybe some video games here and there, but come on, man. Something of that matter, I will say. I'm just thinking about what all I can get done in a day. I don't want to spend too much time streaming, knowing I got other things that I'm working on the side that need to be taken care of too, in order to make the stream work. Just something to ponder upon. Let me know about it. Like, for example, it's 8 o'clock. I'm done streaming for the day. just so I can get some time back. Just so I can get some time back for myself, you know? When will I start it? I'm thinking next week. I'm thinking next week, and I really want to lock in with Mondays and Fridays. Wednesdays is optional for me, but Mondays and Fridays, the start of the week, the end of the week. That way, I can just keep trying to promote this shit. Don't know if it's gonna go somewhere. Don't know if it's not, but I done did this before. What I'm doing is different. Oh, you fuck with the shirt? Slow Mo J, what's happening with you? Shit. How you feeling out there, Slow Mo? Now that's where it become hard because now you got Slow Mo. He just come up in the spot, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, I'm about to end this shit. But then Slow Mo jump in. So it's like, do we run it longer or do you run it shorter? I don't know. I don't know if you heard what I heard. I mean, what I said, Slow Mo, but shit, I'm just thinking about yo. I'm just gonna do a stream from 6 to 7. I can run it at 7:30. I can run it to 8. 7:30 is ideal. 7:45 is close, but at 8, I gotta be off because something happened at 8 o'clock Monday through Friday that I need to be aware of. I don't want to talk about it right now, but I might show it. That might be one of them things on Wednesday. I just do an optional. Be like, yo, I'm gonna stream on this, and this is what I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing on the side. What times? I'm in Wisconsin, so I think that's central. Where you at, homie? I know Andrea Central. I don't know where Loeb at, but where you at though? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Eastern time, 1 hour. I guess it depends on how far east. I think if you on the east coast, it's 2 hours. So it come on like 4. I'll be going on 4. If you're on the west coast, that's like 8 o'clock at night. If I'm correct about some stuff. I don't know about mountain time and all that other shit. So with that being said, it's like, oh, let's see. Hold on. Oh, what part of New York? I need to get back out to New York. Andre, when the last time you went to New York? It was like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I was out there in New York. New York moved different, boy. Fast walking ass motherfuckers, man, and bad traffic. I didn't know no better though then. What Slow Mo say, Andrea? He said upstate. Like Buffalo or some shit like that. I don't know. Upstate New York. I'm thinking Buffalo. I don't know. Maybe 2 years ago, they have terrible traffic. Yeah, but you know what though? When you in New York, you got to do what everybody else do. I found that out. Motherfucker told me. I'm like sitting there trying to drive and shit like that. You can't get nowhere. And I was in Richfield, New Jersey, which is like close to the bridge. I was paying like $30 a day to just walk into New York, and I was up there for like 5 days. To the last day, I figured out like, yo, okay, you can go around the tolls and shit. It was like $30 to come from Richfield, New Jersey, into New York. I hit all the boroughs except I was in the Bronx. Definitely had to hit Harlem. I think that's really all I did. Brooklyn. Definitely did Brooklyn because I went across the Brooklyn Bridge. Definitely got to go back, though. Definitely got to go back. Oh, correct. Yeah, Buffalo, upstate. Yeah, something like Buffalo, like that. Yeah. Is it Buffalo? It's Buffalo. So you from where? Shit. Griselda. Ain't that where Griselda from? Young Pharaoh. Shit like that. I even think Freddie Gibbs is from there. I'm not sure though. Yeah. Either way. So that's gonna be the thing right there, man. Is deciding what I'm gonna do with this, and I got a week to deal with it. Next week is gonna be perfect for me to launch it, considering the holidays, and the week after that it's gonna be even sweeter because of the holidays and stuff like that. So yeah, if I'm gonna do something, I need to do it. I need to do it quick. I need to make a decision quick. I am really leaning towards 6 o'clock p.m. and I will carry it to 7:30 p.m. If in New York that might be 2 hours ahead, but I'm really considering that. Like I'm supposed to be doing something right now, but I'm gonna take this week off and so we get back to it next week. But yeah. All right. Other than that, man, shit. I'll wrap with y'all. I will try to be on Wednesday. Remember, Wednesdays are now optional. And I'm not gonna say if I'm streaming or not. I'm just gonna come on whenever I feel like it. Do it like that. But starting next week, we gonna do that. I will be on Wednesday. All right. Peace to y'all, man. Peace to y'all. Hold on, let me see. Have a good night. Thank you, Andrea. Appreciate it. Shout out to Slow Mo J. Shout out to Loeb coming through, and anybody else who was up in here. Remember, the objective is if you want to like Loeb, me and Loeb was getting into it. We had some back and forth. I was gonna win that conversation, but create an email. Don't send me your email. Create an email. Make sure you got your phone and shit all set up. And shit, any kind of beef, man, show your face if it's real. If not, go ahead and just keep it in the chat. I ain't mad with that either. But Loeb, I felt like he should have came on came up on the screen. I would have split this bitch in half. Me and him would have chatted it out or whatever. And that's just not between me and him. It could be between two people in the chat that just, you know what, I want to see this motherfucker. Let's get it. Split it up. I'll be somewhere off in the corner just mediating shit and let y'all go at it. It ain't about me. I don't need to be the face. All right, with that being said, peace, man. Y'all take care of yourself and each other.